Ian, we're here at ISE 2025. Thanks for your time. We're going to catch up with you, have a bit of a chat, and hopefully you can tell the Home Cinema Alliance members a bit more about Together for Cinema if they don't know about it, really.
Well, for those who don't know about it,
they should.
Well, first they should. No, Together for Cinema, again, we have lots of supporters in the Home Cinema Alliance, so we're hugely grateful to you all. But Together for Cinema is a community interest company that I set up unknowingly in 2009, and then eventually went full-time in 2021. Basically, it's an AV industry collaborative movement to give a little bit back to the community, and we install cinema rooms into children's hospices and other deserving charitable venues in the UK that focus on children and family care. So far, as of December 24, or as of now, February 25, we've installed 51 rooms in the UK at a had they been paid for value of about £1.35 million.
Wow. Fantastic achievement.
It's amazing how, thank you, but it's amazing how the industry has pulled together. Yes, you need someone to go around and nag everyone, and that's me. I'm the nagger. But
what do they class you as, a Rottweiler?
Yeah,
what's it saying?
Jerry Lewin from Audio T called me years ago the most professional Rottweiler in the industry.
Fantastic.
Which I love. I love that tag. I really do. But yeah, it's just amazing how the industry has pulled together to help make a difference, and they've really got behind Together for Cinema. As you know, in the HCA, yourselves, Stuart, the Home Cinema Alliance, charitable partners. Simon, you were our very first charity. Actually, no, you were the second charitable partner, but you were the first bit of money that dropped in the Together for Cinema bank account, first to pay.
I know it meant a lot to you, but it also meant a lot to us, because COVID was kicking in and things like that, and you always said to me, like, it gave you confidence that you knew this was going to work, because you didn't know, you just sent out random emails, hoping for the best.
Well, we'd never engaged before. We'd never engaged before, and suddenly it was like, yeah, I'm in with this, and where do I send my 500 quid and whatever the figures were and so on, and it was there, and I'm like, whoa, this guy I've not met before. We must be doing something right. So the word spread. So I went full time in, I think, February 21. I left ISC after 13 years working on this show in February 20. A lot of us, we had a very strange year, but ultimately I was persuaded to go full time in February 21, which I did, and that's when money started changing hands. Up until that point, not one penny had changed hands. So, and we'd done 25 rooms by then. So all the kit, all the installation services, all my travel expenses, everything was covered by the individuals involved, which showed that there was a desire for this to happen.
Yeah.
And so when we went full time, we started looking at partners. This is just one way that people can help put a little bit of money in the pot, become a charitable partner of Together for Cinema. And we now have 76 charitable partners putting varied amounts in the pot to help us operate. Both of yourselves, being two of those, and then lots of others, all on our website. So it's been amazing how the industry has rallied to support us. Without sounding presumptive in any way or arrogant, it's easy to support. The difference we're making in these incredible venues that take care of children and families.
You've only got to see the rooms that you have produced.
Yeah.
And more importantly, when you take the photographs and the videos of those rooms, the smiles on the kids' faces.
Oh, it's just
that whole, and I know Mel and Gif from Bespoke are heavily involved.
Yeah.
I know Mel's on the board, isn't she?
Mel's one of our directors.
Yeah.
It's Melanie Malcolm, so she's been one of our directors from the very start.
Yeah.
Gif's obviously involved. They've managed an install for us. Stephen Neverson's managed an install for us from Intuitive, and lots of others are involved.
It's seeing those, like just recently, seeing the photographs of the events and when you've done them, it just gives you a warm feeling, doesn't it? It's sort of like knowing that those kids who are going through potentially hard times are just like relishing from that entertainment they're watching. And as an industry, I love our industry, and I think we all do. We've all been in it for years, but for us all to come together to support a charity, I think it's just nice.
It's really special.
Yeah, it's just heartwarming.
And don't get me wrong, on a personal Ian Morrish front, I'm really proud of what we've achieved. 51 rooms, 1.35 million, it's incredible. Rallied an industry, but where I really find it amazing, and there's two fundraisers we had last year, and I'll come to those in a second, but is seeing an industry come together, brand agnostic, position of an industry irrelevant. You know, you could be the CEO of the biggest company in our industry, or you could be an installer who's literally just got their first CTS or first CDO qualification and so on. It doesn't matter where you are, watching everyone come together just with one purpose, to make a difference and help Together for Cinema make that difference, I find incredible. I think it's amazing how, you know, a very competitive, great industry has just pulled together to make this difference. So hats off to everyone involved, yourselves, both of you. It's been great. Last year we had 2 great fundraisers, and again,
I was about to say, last year you brought the industry together.
Absolutely,
fantastic evening.
One of the best events or evenings of all time, I think. And I know a lot of people did say that to you. You're like, really? Okay. And I know you were a bit nervous about how the day was going to go.
Taken with Chesney Hawkes.
Who's a legend, but
it was an amazing night that I so wanted to be really successful, because so many people have put money, time and effort, product into making Together for Cinema. And they're friends of mine in the industry. Yeah, we all know this is work, but there's a lot of good people in this industry who, you know, we all genuinely like. So I really wanted to ensure that every penny or every event that I'm involved in, every penny spent, is spent wisely and well. So I was so keen to put on a great night. I have to say, this is going to sound a bit cocky, I hadn't realised how well we'd done. You know, the end result was the best night, as everyone has said, best industry event they've ever been to.
I think alcohol helped at the end of the night.
There was a lot of
by
booze.
The bidding war.
There was an awful lot of wine drunk. But we had, you know,
very good quality wine, thanks to you.
No, indeed. Well, from a wine friend of mine who
we
got decent wine. We paid the corkage. We personalised the wine. We
had supply vinegar, which
didn't supply vinegar.
Appreciated.
We had sweetie carts. We had Chesney Hawkes there. We had lots going on to try and make it a good night. But one of the biggest masterstrokes, which I didn't realise at the time, was having the 5 venues speak for 4 or 5 minutes each about their venue, the cinema room installation, and the difference it makes to families, children, memories, and so on. And I've never seen an industry hush up so quickly as when we started those 5 those 5 sort of presentations.
Silent.
It was respect, I think, at the end of the day.
Everybody was just like, it was respect. People were welling up.
Yeah.
You know, seeing the kids say thank you on the video, and people
still gets me now. You know.
And I think, I mean, it was just a brilliant evening.
It really was.
Yeah.
So that was one evening, and we raised, I think we went into that evening, you know, a couple of £1,000 ahead in terms of all the costs. Then we raised 20,200 with the auction. And Chesney was amazing. He was brilliant. His Chesneyettes, the 2 lads who sang with him, were not quite so good. I think they had a good time.
I think they had too much of the wine.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I think so. But that was just. I mean, that was, to me, one of the moments of my 35-year career in the industry, is sitting there watching Chesney with Harry from Flux and Mark from Glow AV singing. It was
like
just
a pinch me moment, wasn't it? Really,
it really was.
It was brilliant.
It was amazing.
And again, something they're never going to forget. Obviously,
no.
The hangover the next day, they probably didn't forget.
I think they might not remember any of it, but they won't forget they did
watch
it.
The video.
So the next target, 2 million.
Next target is £2 million, and that will be, I think, hit in early 28.
Okay.
And that was a £1 million dinner.
3 years you're hoping for? Is that?
3 years. So about 3 years from now we'll hit the £2 million. We'll have another dinner in May 28. So many people have said, you know, when's the dinner this year? And I'm like, no, we're not.
No.
You know, we'll make it special.
Yeah.
And so every 4 years we'll do it, I think, or whenever we hit $1 million. So that'll be May 28. Chesney's already said, I think he said he'll do it if he can.
But he enjoyed himself, didn't he? And that came through, I think.
Oh, we had a great time.
I think even he was probably a bit shocked at how, because some people who are obviously quite famous don't know how they're going to come across to people, but I think he's quite a genuine kind of guy.
Oh, he's such a nice bloke.
And his wife, and he enjoyed it. And
his wife Chrissy's really behind us as well. She's actually trustee in one of the venues that we're installing in now, so they're emotionally involved as well. But I think Chesney after the dinner, when he was going, we had a chat, and I said, Chesney, thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate, you know, your time and doing this, and you know. And he said, you know, it was one of the most challenging renditions of the One and Only, and I've sung it a few times. He said, but equally it was one of the most fun.
Exactly.
So well done, Harry and Mark. So that was a great evening. Yeah. Just to close up on that, and I'll tell you about the £2 million dinner. I was called to the bar at 12:30. We raised £20,200 on the auction. So we're about £23,000 ahead, whatever it was on the night. So great. We're now spending that on a new project. I'll explain in a minute. I was called to the bar, and Alan Williams from Future Automation was there. And he said, and Alan, Alan's a lovely fella, but he's not the most ebullient, as it were. So if you're listening, Alan, you know what I mean. And he said, Ian, I know I've had a drink. And I thought, oh God, here we go. He said, but I'm going to honour this. And I said, oh, okay, thank you. And he said, I'd like to match every penny that you've just raised on the auction.
Wow.
So
what a fantastic gesture.
Alan made a personal donation of £20,200.
Wow.
Which, if you're listening, Alan, thank you again. You know how much I appreciate it, and you know the difference it's going to make. So, that was wonderful. The evening, we walked out from the evening about £44,000 raised for Together for Cinema, which we will use. Again, I'm so conscious to use every penny wisely. We've just commissioned a new website called givingback.tech, which is really exciting, and that's basically a website to repurpose second-hand, discontinued stock and B stock from manufacturers, distributors, integrators, corporates to good causes. It's a hell of a journey we're going on, and I think it's going to be absolutely, it could be enormous.
So how would that work in general? Because obviously previously we've donated some things and you put it in your car and taken it to...
exactly.
How would that work for HA members?
We won't touch the kit.
Okay.
So Together for Cinema won't touch the kit. We won't store it. Very kindly, Stuart Tickler, AWE, stores some of our equipment for us. We can't deal with the amount of kit that's lying around. There's millions of pounds worth. So basically, let's say you, Simon, you had a Denon AVR that you'd ripped out of someone's house, replaced it with something else. It works, but you don't know what to do with it. You post it on the website. You enter its, the model number, the value. Is there a warranty? Your obligation to check it, pack it, and so on. And that just you post on the website. We'll make that an easy process. And that's with any manufacturer, distributor, or so on. That's the way it would work. And then the charities would have access to all of those, like on a freebie system. Yeah. And they say, I'd like the Denon AVR. You have the obligation then to pack it and deliver it, but hopefully you can write it off against tax and so on and so forth.
Well, we do have a lot of that, don't we? I mean, I know from both of our companies, you do go in, do upgrades for people, take out a projector that may be 2 or 3 years old for the latest generation.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Most of it is sitting in my office. I've got old Arcam DVD players, old Denon DVD players. A lot of clients are just like, what do you want to do with it? And the clients are like, well, I'm not sure. So, actually what's great is we can say, well, actually, look, we can donate it to Together.
Do you want to post it on this website?
Yeah. And basically they can feel good that their purchases are being reused as well. So it's a great idea.
And I think it's a great idea. It's an idea that it should have happened years ago because the amount of stuff that's been landfilled and so on. My concern is that I don't think we'll have a problem with charities going, I'd love that. Yeah. We need to get to the right charities and the right people. Then we'll do that over the course of the year. We'll sort our database out. And I use this phrase bothered very loosely, but it's those who are donating the product being bothered to post it. Yeah. Because we're also busy. I know you guys are busy. I know the manufacturers, distributors and so on are really busy. But it's posting those items on the website and going, this is a good cause. I'm happy to engage. I'm hoping that when we test with our partners, the Together for Cinema partners, of which there are probably about 130 or so in the AV industry, that they will get behind it and they will post product, be it projectors, be it screens, be it speakers, anything too technical, like a sort of Crestron kit that needs serious programming may not be suitable to post on there. Yeah. But, the plug and play stuff is really what we're looking for that the charities will want. So that we hope will launch towards the end of the year. We've employed is the wrong word, we've contracted someone to help with the administration of and the execution of givingback.tech, but also to work on the databases from the AV side and also the third sector, the charity side as well. So, we're ahead of the game. We've got 10 months to get this right. Fantastic. A lot of work. We may not get it right. We might have to tweak it, but at least we're on course. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, no, fantastic. Yeah. Looking forward to that. And also you mentioned another charitable event you got going on. Tell us more. Team
TFC.
Yes.
The
Lycra clad lads. Well, and there may be some ladies this time.
considering you weren't going to do it this year, and
I
it was
know.
like, I'm not sure we were going to do it,
I know.
you know, for someone who did it, you know, for everybody was like, want to do it. It's such a great day.
It was an amazing day.
You know, so tell us a bit more about what's on schedule for 2020. I know Si's signed up.
Simon's
I've signed up as well. Yep.
Well,
I'm a big fan of Lycra,
those of you that haven't heard, and if you haven't heard, you've been under an industry cloud or stone. Basically, last September 24, we got a team together for Cinema to ride from London to Brighton on mid-September. It's not the British Heart Foundation's ride. It's another one organised by Skyline Events. So we had 35 people. We had 35 cycling. We had one running. Would you believe it was Chris Pinder from 1AV who ran? But the 35 cyclists, we all met. We all had our branded Together for Cinema shirts on. We took times from 3.5 hours up to 9.5 hours, and we cycled from London to Brighton. It was the most amazing day. All us lads in our Lycra tops and so on. But, you know, I remember cycling down and someone saying behind me, "Oh, there's another Together for Cinema top. I wonder what they do." Yeah. And I'm like, I was just beaming. I really was.
What's also nice about that, you're talking about the Skyline website, it's actually Together for Cinema, all the guys in Lycra.
One of the promotional pictures.
Promotional pictures. Which
is like the socials that have come out this year as well. Their socials have had it on as well.
That made me feel great, actually.
I mean, my highlight of the day, not so much, was halfway up Devil's up
Ditchling Beacon.
Up Ditchling Beacon.
Do you mean Bitchling Beacon?
I had the worst cramp of my life.
Same
and I'm on the floor rolling, and then love you, Chris. Chris comes up behind me and just taps him on the back like, "You're right, mate."
You're right, mate. As he goes jogging, as he goes jogging by,
as he goes running past me.
I know.
It's memories like that which you last forever.
It was the most amazing day, and you know we're going to do it again in 25. I did get off my bike with a very sore bottom and go never again. But of course, the next day I woke up and go, "You'll do it again. You'll do it again."
Yeah. I don't know if this is a vicious rumour, but I heard that people are also cycling back from Brighton to London. Please tell me this is not true.
No, it's not a vicious rumour.
I won't be doing that.
Because I ain't doing it either.
No, I'm certainly not doing it. So I think, I think for any of us, we do what we can, and you know, I know what I can do. You know, some of the guys can cycle there and back, and you know, fill your boots, guys. You know,
so we're trying to get to 50 this year. Is that the
trying
aim?
to get a team of 50?
Fantastic. Sign up, guys.
Which we will do. So you're in, Simon.
I'm in. Yep.
Simon, Gregory, you're in. Well done. You're joining us. Stuart, you're back in.
Yeah.
I'm back in.
I'm back in.
I'm back in.
Well, it was such a good day.
I've been on the bike since the 1st of January, trying to get the legs decramped. Is that the word? I'm not sure. But
absolutely.
I see walking around the show is my training. You
might need to do a bit more than that.
Under my trousers.
But no, it's fantastic. So we've got 15 signed up already. I know that we've got 2 companies who've got 6 each, so that's 27. Yeah. I think we've still got probably 20 of our riders who are yet to re-sign. If they all do, let's say we get 15 of them, that's 42. Guys, if there's anybody out there who wants to join us to ride from London to Brighton on what is an amazing industry day, please contact me. You can get me through the website www.togetherforcinema.co.uk.
And pretty chill. One thing I would say is if you've not done it before, don't worry. I've done London to Brighton a few times, and it's just a great day.
Yeah.
You know, people come out and stand by the road and clap outside the houses, and you know you're wearing the shirt, and it's just a real good day.
Yeah, so it's a buzz.
And then obviously we end up in Brighton with beers, courtesy of All Trade.
All Trade, yep.
Yeah.
Although I did say this to you yesterday, can we not have the bar at the top of a set of stairs this year? Because I got cramp halfway up
going
up
the stairs,
and it took me an extra 20 minutes to get up those stairs.
I think you're going to have to start taking your anti-cramp pills because we're on that top level again. So that was fantastic. I was so pleased when All Trade approached me sort of 6 months before the ride last year and said, why don't we just hire a room in the pub that's about 100 yards after the finish line on Brighton Seafront? I said, that's a nice idea. I thought, it'd be all right. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, well, let me know if it works out. Of course, they booked it, and then I saw some pictures, and they promoted it, and actually, it was brilliant. Really was. It was such a lovely place for us all to gather, have a beer. We didn't have many beers, a couple of beers each, whatever it was, but it was just lovely for the lads to get together.
Well, it was just nice to talk about what the experience is. You all want to try and stay together, but you just can't
do
especially because of the traffic lights, because it's not a closed circuit.
No.
So those traffic lights in London, it splits you up a bit. So it's actually nice to get there. And I remember
catch up.
coming along on my own and I had Ron from Kef like shout, "Come on, Stuart," sort of thing.
I know.
And it was just then, how did you get on? What did
Yeah.
you? And it was just nice to sort of like talk about the event that we'd all just participated in.
Yeah, it was very special.
Yeah.
And I think I probably like you. I rode probably 75% of it, 80% of the race, the ride on my own, and I'm okay with that. I do a lot of cycling at home on my own anyway.
But you're not on your own because you've got random strangers next to you talking
exactly.
to you.
There's so many people, so many people. But it was such a lovely day, and as you say, when you're riding around, you're having a tough time, and then there's a little mum and a little son on the side of the road clapping, and you just say, "Oh my God,"
Handing you Haribo, or
it was great.
Well,
so
I look forward to it. So I just got to get training. But,
great day. So hopefully getting to 50. Any ladies who want to join us? I think we've got one potential lady joining us. But yeah, we'd just love to have as many as possible. My request is that everyone who enters signs up, obviously pays your sign-up fee. We'll give you a shirt that probably costs us about 45 quid, but we'll get that branded and sponsored. And just everyone raise minimum of 300 quid.
Yep.
And if everyone can do that, 300 times 50 is 15,000. That's a lot of money, and it'll go a long way. So don't stop there. If you want to go to £1,000 or £2,000, keep going.
Yeah.
But that's sort of the obligation that I would put on everyone. And without obligation, just have a great day, because it was amazing. It really was. So
fantastic.
anybody's interested, let me know, please.
Excellent. All right, Ian. Well, I think we're done.
Yeah.
But thanks for your time today, and enjoy the rest of ISE.
My pleasure. Thank you,
Cheers,
guys.
mate.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.